which is fine. That's good. Um, but yeah, happy to be here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, guys. Do you hear me better now?
I hear you both fine from
Yes.
the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed that I hadn't the microphone connected. I had my headphones on a backpack. So I don't know why just in the first 10 minutes it was like everything was warming up.
You know, the
And
train solved everything. You know that?
No problem. We're good. We're good.
happy to see you guys. Spherical Art, Trislit. Um, I had a week full of music with John from the Jungle. Then he got malaria, and then this week I did a workshop of Web3 with my friends. I wish we have a place like that one that Drislit has for co-working to run like this circle, because we are a few people only. We are like 10 to 12, and uh, it was a great experience. And today I went to the house of one of my friends that went to the workshop, because they are a couple and they want to use Hive to make a crowdfunding between these 2 months to cover up part of the funds for the moon dances, a
Oh,
ceremony that they go on Colombia. They go to that ceremony in Colombia, but they also do it here in Venezuela. But this one is earlier in Colombia. So I'm telling them advice on how to use the Hive page to the extent extracting like the best out of the algorithm. And I also made a song with Vanessa and John for my entry to the Vibes music competition of this week. I'm just sharing it on the mm, on the what
nice.
on the live chat. Yeah, so you can check it out. So I did that open mic with John and Vanessa. We thought it was a cool post, so we believe that maybe we can want it and send some to John, and
That would
that
be
that
great.
can be a way to yes, if this is good, like maybe we can do more open mics with him when we get to the jungle. And yeah, these days have been for me for that kind of workshop with my friends and inviting them to do a recording here. Maybe not with this bed. This was John's bed when he was here. uh, but yeah, maybe not with this bed here, but yeah, using this camera. And I don't know if using a background like felons, are those backgrounds free or you paid for those backgrounds?
Yeah, I paid for him, all right.
Yeah, I have to check it out. Is there if there's any free
There
version?
are. There's a few free ones in Discord, also in like
Whoa.
Zoom. They generally have at least a couple free ones. They're not quite as cool maybe as the ones you pay for, but you should be able to get free backgrounds for the fake green screen. Yeah. Because
This
Felon just
time
Yeah,
I'm
walked
not
into his
shaking,
background
Jose.
and picked up a physical object. That's a fancy one.
I'm trying to see if I can see the
Call that
video.
IRL.
Mm,
You
yeah.
know, I think something's missing here, guys.
Yeah, maybe like a tune to get us settled.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that maybe. Look at what I found. Do, 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 do.
I see we got Rumble Art is over in the chat. I just asked
What?
them, to come join the show, jump in on the stage stream so they can actually see what's going on, hear what's
Oh
going
yeah.
on. But yeah, if you want to set the stage, felons, that would be awesome. Hey, welcome, Rumble Art made it.
We
How
sounded.
about you set the stage?
Rumble art. that train was just in tune. Well, welcome Monday, DJs.
I didn't hear the train.
Woohoo! Where's your
it
nogs,
just-
bro?
Nouns.
Put your
Man,
nogs on.
I will have to go get them because I think they're still in my car. 4 floors down. So, not handy.
All good. If you
Sorry,
do
man.
want to, at some point, it would be fun to get a shot of us both in the nogs. Oh, minis. Those are beautiful. Is that a pin?
It is.
Ooh, score. Double
got-
back. That is
I meant
quality.
to show these guys to you. So now, here we go.
Beautiful.
I'm wearing them.
Nice. Yeah. You rock those. Oh yes, perfect. Get a picture, Jose.
Oh, I got a picture, but now? Oh my God! There's a
Yeah.
picture now. Give me a moment.
Nice.
Great.
Oh,
Yes, I took a picture.
Perfect.
It's
Perfect.
the-
That'll be a great little snapshot.
Here's on the live
Need
chat.
some more light in here.
So I went to the Nouns booth at the ETH Global in San Francisco, and I got a couple different ones.
Oh dang! I should have charged you one of those.
I know. I didn't realize that I had one lying around, and I would. So you'll have to stop by on your way to the airport,
I don't know if
or I
can do
could
that
just
on
drop
the
it off at your gate.
There you go. Because I looked I went specifically to Big Shot Klim's page because he has some really nice pins, but like you can buy a pair of noggles for about $10. You could get a t-shirt maybe for 15. The pins, it's $50, but you get a whole set, but I can't afford that.
What?
So,
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't see single ones because I wanted to order maybe a pin, but I don't have the budget for like a $50 throwdown these days.
Oh, let me see. You know, I haven't looked at this bag in forever.
Oh, he's getting the swag bag, people. This could get exciting.
Because
Oh, dude.
you're gonna even be more pissed off because
Dude, oh, no way. I was going to say, that's hilarious. I have a zipper pouch that holds my pins, but it's not a nouns pouch.
but of
That
course
is
I
so stylish.
collected like lit. What do I got in here? Oh, I bought this one.
Oh, Shivanshra's here too. Welcome.
It was from Alaska, actually.
Ooh, I like
That's
it.
pretty nice.
I like the Yeti vibes.
Serious Yeti
Gotta
vibes.
incorporate some Yetis into the posters for these Easy Corner or something.
Kingship.
Nice. Apage.
Kingship. To you. Forget who this is.
Oh,
Stuff.
that is a Stella Bell. I
Is that
have.
it?
If you look up here, there's some of those stickers as well. I have a Rizzle, a Saint.
Oh yeah. You might actually have it because I have a feeling this might be.
Three. I have more. Three right there.
Is that from Rizzle Fest that we got these?
You might have got that at Rizzle Fest. I did some activities and received in the mail a stack. Actually buying NFTs because she did the whole drop with like the immortalized crypto people, both the like good and the bad. Spotty Wi-Fi, where has he been?
Yeah, where has he been? Kind
In the metaverse, maybe.
of
Okay.
invariably. Oh yeah.
I found the songwriter community on Warpcast, so I was doing
Catch.
also a tiny post over there, sharing the Aguila Aguilé song and see what it happens. I also received some feedback about my blog. Oh, give me a moment. I have a call here.
Okay, mute up. Oh,
These
that's
were the
neat.
tags off the bag.
Oh, thought that was a sticker.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, that's a beauty.
Oops.
Oh, gone now. Gone forever.
You want to here zap this?
Oh, Somebody just QR'd it. Let me see if it works. Let me try and okay, I got my camera open. I gotta really zoom in. Okay, it's
Is it working?
I gotta come back to it. One sec, because it did open.
I can take a picture with my phone and put it on.
Yeah, it opened for a sec, but now it doesn't want to do it. Sometimes, you gotta like move the camera away, readjust on it, try and hit it. It showed a bitly for a second, but it disappeared before I could actually get it. Ah,
Well, I could drop these.
interesting.
So okay, I'll show the rest of them.
Nice. Little cinema vibe. I really like that.
And here's the cruiser vibe.
Ooh, dope, dope, dope.
And is
I'd
that
wear my
on?
goggles, but I wouldn't be able to actually see anything while you're showing these off.
Got some ETH Global
That's pretty
stickers.
cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
The saddest thing happened. I lost somewhere my Lucho pin that was a Bitcoin better money pin, and it had the kind of anonymous dude, and I've worn it for like 5 years since early 2021. Kept super good care of it. I always, when I go out, I usually like press the pin back on good, but somehow, somewhere, it got lost. Oh, that's a cutie. Nice.
Under construction.
That's dope. But yeah,
All
so I
right.
lost my
So
Bitcoin better money pin. I'm gonna have to reach out to Lucho and see how to possibly secure a new version. 'Cause yeah, I rocked that thing for 5 years. It went
holy
from
smokes.
hat to vest, back to hat, like for certain events, switching it around a little. And it had been on my not financial advice hat for the last probably over a year. And like I said, usually I go out, I make sure my pins are well, the backing's well on.
Yeah.
I think maybe taking off a backpack or something must have caught it. I looked all around the parking lot, like in front of my dad's place. I looked in the
Yeah.
car, and just it's gone somewhere in the mist. Hopefully somebody finds it and really likes it and
The
uses it maybe.
swag.
Yeah, swag down, swag down.
Well,
Sad moment.
happy to share this. It's been hiding for way too long. I don't know why. But you know what? It's kind of been a nouns thing for the last week or so because I've actually gotten into the nouns charmverse,
Nice.
and there's not a whole lot of people in there.
Really?
And there's
Is there a hat to claim?
um, to be honest, I don't know. But I like this purple hat that you just dropped.
Oh, that's that. I made that. That with my new phone, you can make
What?
Genmojis. Let
Oh,
me look and see what it's called again. Let me just go to a post here.
that's awesome.
I'll go to Warpcast. I'll go to. Ooh, I've got spins available. I also turned on 2 pennies every time I like a post. Anytime I like your stuff, you're getting 2 pennies. Um,
Sweet.
but let me go and like if I do. Ooh, I liked my own. I don't know if I can do that now. I'm gonna quote cast and say we are live now. Come join us. And then I can do, let's see if I go to my emojis. Yeah, Genmoji. There's like a rainbowy emoji plus thing next to my regular emojis. And so I can use basically, I'm sure it's just using Chat GPT because the new advanced Apple Smart Siri AI thing is basically they're just linked up with Chat GPT. But if I were to, I can show you, if I were to, so I go to my emojis and you see over here on the side, that little rainbow area. Well, you hit that and this comes up.
Holy
And then I
smokes.
can say, let's say, a guitar, say let's say acoustic guitar, Oh, try something else. What do you mean? It crashed.
It crashed.
It wanted me to do a feedback, like send a feedback or something. I'm gonna try one more time. Go to emojis, hit Genmoji, describe a Genmoji. Something isn't right. It's having a hard time. I'm just gonna say guitar. Oh, I think it's working. I think it's working. Train.
Very much so.
So you see that? It gives you options. You see that guitar?
Oh, so yeah, you can select which one. Gives you
Yeah,
four
so
different ones.
there's like another one that has more
Yep.
like, color behind it and stuff. I'm gonna go for this other classic one, add, and then do you have a post recently? I want to add it to like your post or something.
I just did well, it depends on where,
I
Warpcast
was on
or,
purple.
yeah, if you do it on X, you'll see my reply to the event.
Okay, cool. I did drop one there. I'm gonna also drop this guitar.
Sweet.
So the new
Hey,
Genmoji guitar just went out as a emoji, but they're not small. That's the only thing I would say is lame, is you can't send it small. You can only send it as like an attachment, like a photo. But it's kind of
Oh
cool.
yeah.
So I just threw down my brand new Genmoji on your post. So that is something that's new.
Yep.
Um, kind of cool. Could be better. But that's Web 2 style stuff. Let's jump into some Web 3 age. Any interesting? Actually, you know what we should do?
Here we go.
Jose's back with us. Jose, you want to play a tune? Do you have your guitar tuned
yes, I
up?
have my guitar here. Yes, it's tuned up. I did that while I was in the backstage. I
Excellent.
would like to take a minute more. I actually just ate, and I
Oh
will
yeah.
need a minute. Yeah, I
Well,
remember the other day that I performed just after eating. It was my pause, but I wanted to share something. Yeah,
cool.
tomorrow, and this is cool maybe for felons, for musicians, and we are actually going to have a meeting with him. Easy. This is Matt Lee from a WordCast platform called Tortoise. They are actually giving token away. I'm thinking I'm going really slow because people is already like working on the platform, sharing music. I don't know how it fully works, but he's down to chat after FarCon, which I don't know the dates, and tomorrow around, let me see, we have a channel called Open Mic. I think I cannot add anybody yet, like we have no permission, but
Mhm.
tomorrow at uh, 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 okay, tomorrow at noon till 2 p.m. We have a music show on a Google Meet. Looks, I still don't know like how they plan on streaming. So I offered them the idea of streaming on Token Smart. I don't know if for tomorrow because it's so spontaneous. I told them that for a next occasion. Right now they plan on going on Google Meet, but they would like to record and this and that. So I figured it was good to invite them over and see. He
Yeah,
was interested, which he was. So after FarCon, he's down to connect. Maybe you can come. I think I can bring you up to the Google Meet, both of you guys, if you have the chance, since noon EST till 2. Trislit, if you are down, I think that you can also come. Maybe we can tell them,
that'd be
like,
great. Let's crash
host an
it.
open mic here.
Token Smart crash, and we bring them over. Using Google Meets is just lame. It's so Web 2. It's totally centralized. They could
Yeah.
just rug you and all stuff. Like, yeah, we need to bring people either over to Token Smart, where it's a great home, or like go to like,
Huddle.
Huddle or somewhere where it's not centralized and it's not just feeding the Google AI and having Google sell our information, let's step away from that. Like someone else just recently was like, oh yeah, let's, we're doing a meeting on Google Meets, and I was like, why not use something that's Web3 oriented? And they were like, oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, we should try not using Google for everything. It's really hard to get away from Google. It's incredibly difficult. Like
Yeah.
my email, you know what? There's an ETH Mail airdrop. So I don't know who else uses ETH Mail. I've had an account for years. I've almost never used it. I saw that they're doing a EV, what is it? Or ETM drop or something. If you're actively using your Ethermail account, I think you can qualify. They said, like, I received one that said read to earn, and I thought if I read the email, maybe I'd earn, but then it was like a few click throughs, you have to join something. So I haven't fully started earning the airdrop yet. But yeah, Ethermail, and that's a replacement, possibly a Web3, a blockchain decentralized replacement for Gmail, which would be probably take me years to move over to, but I'm willing to start.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the thing about uh, I don't know about email on chain. That's just it. It just seems a little bit overkill.
overkill. Well, yeah,
It's,
until all your email disappears. Then you'd be like, oh, I wish this was all on chain. And
right.
maybe it's probably not putting every word on chain. Maybe, it might just be like how, or they do it in batches where it's off
Right.
chain and then everything gets dropped like once a week or whatever, once a day or something. It updates and I don't know. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how ETHMail works, but it might be worth checking out.
Indeed.
Otherwise, let's see the eggs. Uh, what is it? Raffle go out today, I believe. I can only ever get like two raffle tickets for those eggs. No one ever uses my cop code or anything over on the Purple app. The chicken farm, the egg farm. I've got three hens though. I upgraded one. I saved up every day, saved all my eggs, never sold one, even though they've lost like 70% of their value. I should have sold day one on the airdrop and then saved up. But I saved up from the beginning. And like a week ago, I was able to upgrade a hen for 250 eggs. Now, instead of 3 eggs a day, I get anywhere from like 9 to 12 or 9 to 13 because a couple fail, but usually, you get like it's maximum, I think 10 and maybe one, two fail per week or something. Which happens. You break an egg or, some little
Yeah.
critter gets in there into the coop and eats one. But if anybody isn't farming eggs, let me know. I'll send you my code and that'll get me an extra couple raffle tickets. And they give away these raffles weekly, which are like thousands of eggs, which is probably worth like a couple $100 still. And my tips are back. I finally got my DGen tips back.
Where'd they go?
I wasn't aware of exactly what I had to do. So the lockup doesn't last forever. I had done like a year lockup and that expired, but everything got moved to that Beefy app. So I thought I had to just add more liquidity there or something. I did that, nothing happened. Then I asked more in depth and I got a reply like, oh, you need to go to the old DGen tips dot whatever site and relock, which I did, and I added another 10K. So now my tips should be
Okay.
bigger because I got 20K locked up. I now don't have any degen basically. I locked it all up or put it all into liquidity, which
What's
is
up,
great because
Shiva? How you doing? I just see
Shiva.
you here on the camera, and I wanted to
Hello,
also. Hey, guy, how you doing? Happy
I'm
Monday.
doing good.
I
Happy
Awesome.
Monday.
But
I
yeah,
had a
so
question for Felons. I'm sorry, Easy. Let me know. Like, I'm sorry. I just had a doubt
Go for it.
about the. And but Easy, have you finished?
I forget what I was saying. Go right ahead.
Uh, uh, yeah, I was curious about this noun space that Felons shared and why. Um, because I saw a proposal today, people from Pizza DAO wanting announce flows,
I saw that.
and I was already like connected to flows today. I actually made a webcast. I don't know if I'm too aggressive, but I said Our Monday show is starting. Check the notes vibe. Found the flows more impactful than pizza, to be honest. Because
Oh,
I honestly
nice.
think that they run the proposal. But like if they found
Just
pizza but they don't find flows,
That would
I'm
be
going to be
horrible.
like, what the fuck? Like really?
Pizza
And
Pizza DAO. The reason flows got denied is because the guy that bought 100 and a few of the new circle that want flow, they want nouns to break even. They want projects that they fund to eventually give back to the treasury. That's not unacceptable. Maybe not
right.
every project should be expected to do that, but they don't want to be just like a charity anymore. But Pizza DAO doesn't really, they just give out money for pizza. They're not, I don't see how they're going to be bringing back a bunch to the treasury. So if they get passed and flows, which does so much good work, doesn't, I would be pretty bummed out and pretty upset about that too. Nothing, I don't have anything, personally against Pizza DAO. They've rugged a few people I know, which
yeah,
is not
nothing
cool.
personal.
But
Just
I
the
know great people there that do cool stuff too. But
So to answer
Pizza
your
Party,
question, I'm
go
sorry, the
ahead.
train blasted me, so I couldn't even hear you guys. But I was just going to say the reason why I put those up there is that I just, for the fact that I bought a Little Nouns, a couple weeks ago, and that's the PFP that I've got on Warpcast, and
yeah, cool
just
picture.
I just created a there was a now I can't remember what it was called. Basically, in Warpcast, there is something that allows you to recast your PFP and essentially, hmm, I don't know, I got logged out, sorry, but I'm going to find this because I
Well,
have
as you said, a public noun or a mini noun, little noun.
I have a little nouns, but so the PFP that I've got on my profile is little nouns.
Okay.
And then what I got to do was where did it go? Where is my stuff?
While you're looking, so if you have a public nouns, I believe that they as a group own three nouns. As a public noun, you can vote towards what their noun votes go towards. I don't know if little nouns is the same.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten totally dialed of how I am a quote unquote member, but because I joined, you know, that is, I connected my wallet with the Nouns DAO on Charmverse. I'm now a member of the DAO, and with that, uh, the Noun Space website, you can also create your own profile there, and it actually interfaces with Warpcast, so you can actually see all of your communications in Nouns Space, and I believe it even uh, it actually allows you to interface with Warpcast from within Noun, so you can actually do your messaging
From
in Noun
noun
Space.
space.
Noun Space. It's the first link. Well, no, the second link that I dropped in, uh, live chat.
Yep, I see links there. I see noun space DAO. That's the one.
No, Noun. Okay, let me just look. I'm in a different page. Where are we?
There's app charmverse noun space, and then there's nounspace.com home.
Right. It's the .com that I'm talking about. The Nounspace
Yeah,
DAO, that is in Charmverse, right? And so that's a typical, community voting
I'm
place.
hearing.
Zao DAO uses Charmverse. You know
Yeah,
that, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So is the flow, you go to the Charmverse and join the Charmverse, and then you're able to enter the DAO. Is that correct?
Well, that is where the DAO is, right? And so, yes, as far as you joining the DAO, it is by connecting your wallet at Charmverse. And so
Okay,
the other website is Noun Space proper. That's their.
because I'm at the Charmverse link right now, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Noun space app charmverse.io noun space. I see a go to
Okay.
MySpace. I don't see a connect wallet. I see join the Discord, um,
Yeah.
introduce
Well,
yourself and share your space, make a proposal.
So
Snapshot.
look at your top corner, top left corner. There's a
Yeah.
little down arrow next to noun space. Do you
I
see
see
your
that.
profile in the top left corner?
ECCrypto.eth, my profile.
It is there.
Yep. I
Okay, that
see Impact
means you
Concerts,
already had
DAO.
connected your wallet, and now when you click on noun space down on your list,
I'm gonna
um,
have to say create or join space.
I think that's exactly,
And
because
look
you
for
have you
any
can be
noun-ish
a
DAO.
you can
I'm gonna join
observe
Nihilish
without.
DAO. Huh. No. Interesting. Search noun space. Oh
Well,
yeah,
okay.
that's
So I'm not sure what you're trying to do, but bottom line is, noun space is, I mean, excuse me,
hold at least
the charm word.
1,111 space to automatically get access. To request access, reach out to the community Discord.
Interesting.
So I was gonna buy the space tokens. I wanted to, but I've not had a lot of funds lately, so I didn't. But I do have a space of my own.
Man, the Zowdow has been busy.
We had a good Zao today.
Yeah. Sorry I couldn't make it.
Oh, I
So this
forgot the
is interesting.
Sao today.
The Zow Fractal specifically.
I'm checking now. I'm entering into a rabbit hole of the noun space. I'm checking what they have.
Yeah.
Do you have your setup, guys? Easy, Felons,
Go
Not a
to
Shilam. Do
hundred
you have a
percent.
noun
I just
space?
wanted to share it. And so, the real thing is, yeah, I think the Charmverse DAO space is a little bit of noise right now. You should, easy, you should focus on the nounspace.com and just set up your profile there. And do you have a little nouns?
no.
Okay, so I don't know if there was any token gating involved here at all. So I'm just gonna poke around some more. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. Check it out. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Like here,
We're learning. We're learning about nouns and noun space DAO and all this stuff. I think it's good
yeah, and I think we're
educational
kind of
content
early.
for the corner.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I would hope so. I would think so.
Yeah.
Someone's got an echo, by the way.
Hey, Easy, I have to use this exact minute to tell you what type of DAO are we on the Ton DAO. This is a stuff that I have been meaning farming with Easy. The other day I sent you a picture. I'm going to revive it. I'm going to do it this on public live chat so we can decide together. This is a 5 people DAO and potentially more people can join in, but this is on Telegram, right? And to make the real DAO, we need to decide if this is a community DAO, education DAO, this is a fun DAO, this is a game DAO, this is a charitable DAO, or is a social DAO. I think that we are all of them. So help me out. What do
Community,
we are?
yeah. Either community or the one that raises awareness to try and the charitable one. I think we should just start with be a community DAO. That encompasses
Yes,
I think everything we do.
I'm going to
Mhm.
do that
But
right now so we can
either of those
register
two
the DAO.
choices is good. Yeah.
I agree with the rules. A name of the DAO. The DAO name is Hold the Vibe because this was. You're right.
Yeah.
This
Community.
is
We
Highball
are
vibe.
community.
this is not Impact Concert. This is just Hold the Vibe.
Yeah.
Description. All things cool.
While you're doing that, I fired up a noun space
Community DAO,
page.
right? Community DAO.
Yeah. Yep.
Community DAO.
Community
You will
DAO.
not be able to change the DAO goal after creating it. Okay.
No.
Selection of
It's community encompasses-
representative. Who should be the representative? I can be the representative, but I would like to
You.
have you on some calls if that is
I'll be
cool
your
with
backup.
you. Okay.
100%.
That's it.
100%.
Okay.
I'm on call.
Formation. We, the persons, according to the constitution of these DAO labs, which is an stabilization certificate
agree.
that has. We agree. We proclaim the creation of our DAO, hold the vibe, all things cool.
Yes, yes, we proclaim it.
Okay, yes, I agree. Swipe to vote.
Yep.
Jose
Swipe
Cabrera
it,
voted yes.
baby.
We need all of us to vote. Okay. Okay, we have a DAO already. We always knew it. Now we are just confirming it. I'm going to tell. We have a couple of friends from Venezuela on the DAO. We are just 5. That is the maximum and minimum amount. And we have like 2 months that we don't farm the token, but it's because
Yeah.
we stopped doing it. But yeah, maybe something cool can come
Well-
from this experiment.
It was confusing with the whole registration process. We tried it once, but not everybody could connect their wallet, so we failed. It gives you a short window for everybody to sign. I was able to sign the documents and connect my wallet, but we're kind of going back through it to try and get everybody to sign. In fact, I'm going into our Hodl the Vibe. I see a message popped up, but I think I
that
need
was
to
me.
launch. Yeah, I forget where the launching of the vibrator is. It gives you a lot of haptic feedback. This thing we've been doing, which was really cool. So I guess Ton DAO, right? Yeah, it's launching.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Shivancher, good to have you here again.
Hello. I was just
Yeah, I think he's got
checking
the echo.
the website.
Cool website, yeah.
This
Oh,
noun
yeah,
space.
It can be nice for your art to customize. It can be nice for mine, for Felons. It's a great window that maybe can work as a link tree, but with more interaction and customization. I didn't have the chance like to figure. I just figured that it works with SVG files. That I was insulting them a couple days ago. Like, what the fuck? Who does use these SVG files? It looks like Nounspace use them for their icons. I thought about doing like a link tree. I don't know if already Easy made the one for Impact concerts. I'm going to start working on one for Mind, and maybe I can link it up with the Impact concerts one and figure out what's the best way to polish it. When I was trying to do it, a year a year in the past maybe now, I was having issues with updating the noun space. I did a lot of stuff, but it never got updated. So looks like now I was able to. So I'm going to figure how to do the best out of that. I would like to have a place to consolidate things. I'm also telling my friends to be more consistent here, to start doing posts. So I have to do it for my stuff. I feel that I have consistency, but in a different radiant of stuffs. I would like to be able to capture part of it and be able to show it on a window like noun space maybe, and have a single place to send the people to check all my stuff. So yes, if I can automatize noun space to be a good window for me, I think that's a good use of the time. Yeah. How to use it for Impact concerts, for Felons, for Easy, for Token Smart. Maybe I can have a Token Smart corner for sharing that stuff. It's just a matter of figure a good art and yeah, speak the language of that machine. Easy said yes.
So I voted.
Aprueba la Constitución.
I
del
do
país.
have. I made the impact token through Clinker, and that
Great.
created a noun space page. which I believe I changed to Impact Concerts. So if you go to Impact on the noun space pages, you should find your way to one. It's so confusing. There's so many windows that I haven't really figured out how to set it up yet, but I would love to. Um, I see.
Oh,
I see.
I was talking
Sivan,
with Vanessa
please.
about
All right.
the DAO stuff. I'm trying to sign with her. Uh, yes, I agree, and swipe to the left
Yeah,
or
swipe to hold.
to the right, to the right. Okay,
I'm
3 people
trying
said
to
yes.
I'm trying to get to the ETH sign documents too, because you have to go all the way through to the
Sí.
document signage with your wallet connected. Voting in progress. Sign. Okay. Sign. Connect. This is what happened last time. I had to connect a lot of times. But I think we've been talking about this enough. Let's get a tune, and then we can kind of change it up with a song and jump into some more subject matter.
Oh
I saw
yeah.
Helen's had a
It
guitar.
sounds great. I'm going to grab my guitar as soon as
Okay.
I finish this Townkeeper stuff.
Okay, cool. Helens, you want to play one for us? I love the little I do like the nounspace.com home nouns page. It's really looks really fun.
Yeah, I haven't really quite gotten it, to do what I am thinking it should, but so far I've only just poked around and checked it out, and I was, hey, this is pretty cool. Thank you.
Woo! Oh, pretty rocking.
That was sussed. Wasn't
Yes,
100% sus, but it was sussed.
Sussed is close to sauced. which is close to my heart.
In some cases. In
Can
this
you make
case,
one that's called Get Sauced in the future, maybe?
oh, we got to, you
That
know.
would be pretty rad, right?
Yeah, we could. It has to be really, really nasty because the next time. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's like, do we need to put an APB out um, for
Okay,
Kane?
Matron?
Yo,
Because
easy.
I haven't seen much, if anything, on the
He's-
guy.
He's back on the Twitter a little bit. Yes, Jose?
Yes, on Twitter. About the signed in the DAO after saying yes and swipe to the right stuff. Looks
have
like
to-
if you have to sign again a contract.
Ether sign, yes. A contract. Which I signed in
Yes.
our last vote, but I have to sign it again for this vote, I believe.
Yes, you have to put like easy or I put Joseph Goats. That's my sign, but it was really cool. And Vanessa already did.
I'm
And I
having
can
a
reach
really-
out to
Yes.
Johan and Osvaldo soon.
How is the ton DAO associated with what you guys are doing?
This is Tondao, yeah.
I'm sorry, what's that?
This is the Tondao, yeah.
So you're creating it?
We are verifying, we are registering our Hodl the Vibe tribe into the Tondao as our own mini DAO.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I was asking. Okay. Cool. So, interesting. All right, Jose, bring it.
We are the farmers of now winter's land, settling the fire of love. We are the farmers of now winter's land, sending the fire of love. Aquí estamos los sembradores, cuidadores de la tierra, donde el invierno no existe, se derretirán tus penas, transmitiendo todo el fuego que se encuentra en las semillas de la unión. Aquí estamos los sembradores, cuidadores de la tierra, donde el invierno no existe, se derretirán tus penas, transmitiendo todo el fuego que se encuentra en las semillas de la unión. Tenemos las semillas, corazón, vamos levantando una oración que las disponga a germinar, semilla para el despertar. Que tenemos la semilla, corazón, vamos levantando una oración que las disponga a germinar. Sonido para el despertar. Sonido para el despertar. Sonido para el despertar. Sonido para el despertar. Viene el sol radiante desterrando oscuridad. El invierno solo existe para agradecer al sol. Cierra el círculo y disfruta de la orquesta de la vida y el calor. Viene el sol radiante desterrando oscuridad. El invierno solo existe para agradecer al sol. Cierra el círculo y disfruta de la orquesta de la magia y el amor. Cierra el círculo, disfruta de la orquesta del cacao y el sabor. Cierra el círculo y disfruta de la orquesta del Yopito y la visión. Tenemos la semilla, corazón. Vamos levantando una oración que la disponga a germinar. Semilla para el despertar. Que tenemos la semilla, corazón. Vamos levantando una oración que la disponga a germinar. Semilla para el despertar. Sonido para el despertar. Sonido para el despertar. Sonido para el despertar. Aquí estamos los sembradores. Cuidadores de la tierra. Transmitiendo todo el fuego que se encuentra en las semillas de la unión.
Awesome.
Hey,
Knowledge.
what
I
up,
was able to
Musashi?
get-
Hey, I would
Yeah,
love,
Musashi's in the
guys,
house.
if Musashi has the time, because I tried to explain to Easy what Outlabs was. A community hub for impact concerts, this and that. Maybe fans can interact, this and that. I tried my best. Musashi is here. So, yeah, if you want to come and chat about it, it would be great. We can all get to know. Maybe there's a hub for Tokensmart, who knows? But
I
yeah,
invited him up. I'm not sure if he can definitely speak or not,
I
but
can in a little
Jose,
bit. He
I
says that
signed
he
the
can in a
charter.
little
It
bit.
worked after like 10 times.
Did you sign the contract? Yes.
Yeah,
Great,
it worked.
great.
But
Yeah,
now we
so
need
we're-
everybody else in the DAO to sign it.
I'm going to. I can reach Johan and Osvaldo through
Great.
WhatsApp. I can call them. I can do it in a minute. But good.
Woohoo!
We were waiting more for me, I think. So I'm also sharing here a cast. I told Musashi the other day. I'm just using the moment to recap with him. I was on the AMS. I told him, "Are you on Warcast or nay?" Because I remember that he like wasn't fully into Warcast, but I remember that on Firehouse the other day. Looks like there's an airdrop for listening to spaces. So I wonder, like, Musashi, if you have free time on Fridays, same time as Tokensmart, 8 p.m. EST till we run. Looks like you can grab airdrop just using the app. We are doing it on Fridays organically. Looks like the devs know that we are real people doing a show. So, it maybe can be a cool place
By
to
the
pop
way,
in. Yeah, easy.
I did speak with the dev there, and they said that they're aware of the farming, and if the person does not have like a gold token by their name, then they're not getting anything from hosting. And because I said I mentioned both the people just sitting there on mute with a bunch of people in the room, and also the rooms where the host has actually left and people are still in it because the host doesn't close the room. And they were like, we're aware of it. if you see someone with like the gold token and they're trying to play the system, then maybe let us know. But they're working on making sure that people aren't just like
Do I have the
completely doing
token?
nothing and
I'm
stealing the
having
airdrop from the other people.
I'm claiming the airdrop. Do I have that token? How do I get the token?
I've never seen it next to anybody, but I wasn't looking for it, so I don't know.
Yeah, can be good to tell them to put those on the white list, and that I will kick out people that doesn't emoji, and that's our way to filter it. I think it's better than something that we don't know where it is.
So you're gonna send me the link, or what's going on here?
The
Link to
link,
what?
what, for our house? You're already co-hosting all of them.
No, the
Oh,
Huddle
the
the
Tom,
Vibe.
the Huddle
Huddle
the
the
Vibe.
Vibe.
Let's see what I can do. Hold on. This
I
one.
think that Felons can
Or should
create
I?
his own DAO, and Felons
Well,
can maybe connect with Spherical Art, Trisley, and Musashi, and Shiva. Just doing a guess, but maybe they can join doing a DAO next to it, so we are all
oh,
part of the syndicate.
okay.
That is what we
Yeah.
can
I
do.
see.
So
Well,
the
can't I
DAOs
be
are
a
pretty
member of
small,
everything?
and then you link DAOs up into a bigger syndicate. But I don't know if once we're registered, we can have more than 5 people. It was limited to
Oh, I see.
5 people originally.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. Looks like
Well,
the DAOs, yeah,
why
are
don't you drop
tiny.
the link to where that DAO is going to
And
be in Ton DAO, I guess, slash.
I don't know where they are at the moment, because I think it was not directly tied to Tondao at the beginning, maybe, but these people, I think that they got an MVP, and I think that they now
Oh,
are connected with them. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I have no information. Do your own research. Don't be like me. Because right now I'm not doing my research with this stuff. I just like the app.
why don't
Is
you
that a
drop the
sin?
link in Musica Magnifico so I can have a
Uh,
look at it? Because what platform is it that you're actually creating the mini DAO in?
Yeah, I need you. I need you there to
What's the
yeah,
website?
give us information. I want to check the information, but I went like twice, but it was gibberish to me. But one of our friends told us that looks like it was a legit project. I'm going to try to get you the link, fellas. Give me a
No,
moment.
what you just created, not anything else.
What I just created. Hold the
Yeah,
vibe together.
yeah. Hold the vibe down.
I'm going to look.
Just curious where you created it. You know the website, so something.com or .io or what was it?
Well, okay, if you go to Ton X DAO, it's a
Huh?
mini app. I can get the link. Hold on.
It's a mini app on
Share.
Warpcast, you mean?
No, this is in Telegram.
Telegram. Thank you. All right.
So I am dropping the link right now in Musica Magnifico,
Yes.
and now you can check it out. And that's where you would create a DAO with like, Trizlet and Drago and Spherical and Musashi or whoever wants to join. And if you by creating the DAO, what's really fun is if you get everybody in your DAO to log on at the same time and press a little button, it's vibrating, it's making colors, it's doing cool stuff, and you're earning the drop.
Fresh.
Fascinating. All right. Well, I just started.
Bright.
Holy smokes. 1.3 million monthly users. A ton. Yeah.
I just turned my back camera on.
Total the Vibe together has 94,679,010 DAO tokens from mining little vibrating brain cells.
How do I open the app? I'm super lost with this.
You just go to your
I don't.
Telegram, search Ton, and then Ton X DAO will probably come up, and then open app, and then you're there. But we
Tom
need to
Exta.
rejoin a syndicate so that weekly time we get the bonus drop. I forget, it's been a while since we did all this.
How do we rejoin to something? I don't. Because I have the syndicate open here. It even says that I have no Telegram chat tied to it, but it says we had 96 million tokens. Do you see that somewhere?
Yeah, that was on syndicates. Total divide together 90. Well, mine shows 94,679,000. There's 5 DAOs in syndicate. 5. So did we create our own syndicate?
We
League,
created our own
family.
syndicate.
Yes, we did. We're Mega Farm, like family league. We have very low activity. Timmy Toast joins, Good Vibe joined, and then 3 non-registered DAOs. It's very interesting. This is like a crazy, like,
I don't know.
I was in
But-
Telegram in like 2018, and it was gnarly.
Yeah.
But it has a lot of interesting things going on now with actual communities and also a lot of little games for like, you know, trying to get that drop or whatever. There's also really weird stuff that like when I play the little games, like I play Sleepagachi, and I know Rizzle plays that one too. And if you watch ads sometimes to like, you know, whatever, boost your thing, there are some weird ads for Telegram. Like games that are AI, like dating games or something. Weird.
I don't know. I think that I don't know how to reach out to the Tondao guys, but when I go to the syndicate and I want to open the syndicate link, it says that the link has expired. So how do I do
Oh.
it?
There's new syndicate, there's tournament, there's find, there's family, which we're in family, ninja, team, legends, giants. I don't know. I honestly invite all vibration, invite to vibe. I'm gonna invite everybody because we need to just reconvene anyways. We're registered. There's acting voting in process. Lot of stuff. Lot of stuff. But it could lead to an awesome airdrop. Ooh, what is? It's not sharing. I'm gonna click. Is that a music track? Shivanshir, what is that you're sharing?
Oh,
That looks like a
It's
new
the-
piece he's working on.
yeah, yes. I was just, trying to fix my files.
Oh,
an
those
art.
look cool. Ooh. Nice. We're getting a sneak peek. This is alpha right here.
This is PFP is inspired by Manialota. So I'm just arranging files and trying to make a good PFP animated.
Incredible. Much love. Anybody that's, you know, inspired by and creating a lot of imagery is number one in
Yeah.
my book.
Very cool.
Miss a lot
I
of.
was deep in some other websites, so now I'm finally having a look. That's cool.
Really cool. Nice work. Shivansh,
You
you're bringing
created
the
that in
OP, a
what
lot
app?
of vibes.
I don't know how, but looks like there's a way to merge this syndicate. I think that we have to merge the syndicate into a new syndicate because it's bugged into the middle. I remember that we blew up the server back then because something wasn't working, and when we fucked up. We need to talk with one of those nerds that can help us out.
Well,
If you
doing
go to the
anything while
community-
sitting in Easy's corner, I don't know. We could be just. We should be drinking, not building DAOs. No. Okay.
It's Monday. We should be drinking and not building.
we're just shooting the shit here. I mean, I'm looking
More
at so many
music,
different
more
websites
music.
while we're in the middle.
Elbow! Oh, Elbow! I'm gonna invite you up so you can share a little
Oh,
piece of news. I'm
yeah.
inviting Elbow up. You don't have to get on video. You could just use audio after the song from Jose.
Oh,
Hey, hey,
Hey,
yo.
hey, hey, hey.
hey. Good news
Elbow
about you
live
coming
on Easy's
out.
Corner.
Elbow live on Easy's Corner.
Love it.
So here's the deal. Jose, I have a place for you to stay when you come to California with its own entrance and bathroom and kitchen.
Oh my God,
I
Elbow,
can
that's
vouch how awesome it is.
and I needed to. Vanessa told me to organize this today because basically she's going to be with her family, and I have the opportunity to be there too, maybe on California with you guys. At the same time, she's
Yeah.
there, so I'm going to figure now. You think I can stay there for maybe, let's say, 2 months at the maximum? I think that's the
I
full
think
time
that's
length.
possible. Yes,
If
that's doable.
because
And
that's the full length. I don't know if I will be there the full 2 months. It's like I think the overall journey will be like 2 months. I will have to
Yes.
DM you. We will have to study. I have to study
Yes.
how do we
Well,
make like this possible.
yes,
Oh
and
my
we'll make
God!
sure it
Thank you,
happens.
Elbow.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
are so
God!
welcome. Ez, tell them the other good news.
shout out Elbow. Well, so what I was thinking is you get here a couple weeks, stand at Elbow's Corner. It's an amazing place. It's literally a 2-minute walk from my dad's spot. So I'll get up here, you'll get up here. We'll get felons out here. We'll get to hang out, but then we should
Yeah.
caravan to Southern California to Jack's, and we should get you on that
Yes.
stage at
Yes.
Campus Jazz, and like
Yes.
stay down there somewhere for like I don't know 5 days down in SoCal. We all just go down, caravan down,
Yep.
explore, LA
Oh my
area,
God! That's
spend a lot of
amazing.
time at Campus Jacks, hang out with Tim. It's an amazing place down there, and then that can sort of kick off part of another journey. Maybe you earn some music play, earn a little money under the table
We don't
there.
know. We don't know because I'm going to travel, and I don't know. That is not maybe not something that will happen. Maybe I don't
True,
know.
true.
Maybe
Probably
something
not.
that we don't know will happen that we don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know.
Completely mysterious.
Completely
Yeah.
mysterious. To bring up a tarot card. Let's see what it says.
Oh my
Maybe
Well,
God.
very cool. I will
I'm
work it
going
out
to
with you,
work.
Jose, and I'm going to listen in while I make dinner. You guys have a great
Awesome.
rest of chat and session.
Elbow to the rescue, hooking it up.
Take
Oh
care.
my God, this is beautiful. Thank you guys. I have to talk with Vanessa and organize this because this is happening like tomorrow. For in my head, it's like almost there because I have to do a journey this weekend. I'm going to do the Impact concert in a different state. Easy. I'm going to be in a cool place, maybe with more musicians. Let me check the date fully. The Impact concert is now. It's in
Friday. Friday.
On the
I've been
second.
yes.
sending messages to artisan projects, but a lot of them don't list their X. So I've
Oh my
sent a few
God.
emails, I've sent DMs. It's hard
Really?
getting a hold of the artisan projects. So far we don't have a lot, but we have a couple that have said yes, I'd like to, speak at the Impact concert. So still trying to bring them in,
Yeah,
but we'll have a good time.
I think that I'm not going on Friday to travel because if I do travel on Friday, I'm not going to be for the Impact concert at that same time. So maybe I'm
Gotcha.
going to travel on Saturday y quizás nos quedamos unos días más. No lo sabemos. Todo depende del
That sounds
flujo
better.
universal. It's we don't know because we have many plans. We have plans to make like a community hub with our friends. I'm saying this in a way is not the real like the best way. I have to speak it on Spanish. Easy, please. Nosotros tenemos muchos, lo voy a decir más lento. Tenemos muchos amigos en distintos espacios de Venezuela y el fin de semana que viene nos vamos a reunir todos en un estado céntrico de Venezuela para hacer un vision board. Ah, ya todos entendimos de qué estoy hablando. Y ese vision board la parte que yo quiero agregar es invitarlos a todos a usar cripto, pero también ellos quieren hacer invitaciones a de pronto otras cosas y somos varios amigos y la idea es organizarnos. Entonces, yo quisiera estar allí más días con ellos porque mi amiga acaba de tener a su bebé y queremos verla y estar allí un poco más, pero no tenemos el tiempo porque nos vamos a la selva y después nos vamos a visitarlos a ustedes y estoy buscando trabajo para poder hacer todo. Eso es lo que está sucediendo. Eso de pronto no lo tienes que traducir, eso fue como un pensamiento intrusivo.
A lot of stuff. So, Jose, they're about to go to a central state in Venezuela because they're going to have a meetup with a lot of friends from different parts of Venezuela to all get together and sort of organize, the grander vision for these communities, for the community of communities of Venezuela. Artists, Jose has a friend who just had a baby, musicians, people that might be on the peripheral of blockchain but wanting to get them more like into Web3, and then also be able to figure out sort of like how to work together, and then going right from there basically to the jungle, and then from the jungle to the United States, and then trying to find ways in between to earn some money. So it's busy. It's been busy, and we've got the Impact concert this Friday, so probably they're gonna leave Saturday. Is what it sounded like. That was my easy version of the quick translato.
Yep. Well, I can't
While
wait
they're
to
planning,
get
felons,
the
you could pick up your axe
itinerary.
again if you want. I think they're planning. They're trying to figure out what's the schedule gonna be, because it's wild.
Live in person. We're getting it. Yeah, I mean, really, this is going to be so cool to have them in the States and
Oh, yeah.
show them where we grew up. I mean,
What a treat.
See, I was explaining to Vanessa like what you guys told me, what Elbo told me that I can be there. That maybe when Vanessa finish their family meetup, she can come. That we can go to the South California to play with Jats for a retroactive abundant future. Maybe in a moment. We don't know how it's the name. We don't know. We love you, countries. We are in a different position. Like I think we are a different, humanity, because it's like, yeah, we have different generations here, but we have something in common that is part of the culture that connect us. That it's make us see the things without the traditional borders, at
Yes.
the least. I
We
appreciate that.
We can also, Jose, when you're here, we can go to the fancy building in San Francisco where some refi people are positioned. Maybe we can try and get a gathering there, because it might be more central for people that are interested in the 2026 ancestral knowledge, cultural exchange with tribes from California and Oregon, and bringing the Amazonian tribes here. So we should also do on the ground work towards that goal while you guys are up here.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. So I have to go visualize that. I have to post more, publish more, trying to do as much music as possible, and I don't know. Yes, just doing what I'm doing, and looking for the energy to be different in 2 months. I don't know. I just know that I knocked at the door today in Adao, and I told them like, hey, I'm looking for a job. I'm going to the States. I need to pay a ticket, like whatever you have, except coding. Or maybe if you have a coding work that doesn't have any deadline, I'm your guy.
Vibe code.
Yeah, Vibe code. You say maybe. I wasn't thinking about Vibe code. I was, yeah. What is speed right now, and what is coding? What is hiring somebody? Like right now, it's everything. I think that if you have a work, it was like a moment of people that has a work is going to conserve it, and then the people that hadn't a work, they have to figure something, because everybody's figuring artificial intelligence. So we
Yeah.
have to do a work. I think that the people that is on a company already, they already had everything's solved because of artificial intelligence somehow. So more companies have to arise, and I don't know. I just don't know. And
Well,
music and festivals and culture and
if
intercultural
yeah,
exchange for sure.
but if we can build impact concerts into something that can somewhat sustain us with a little bit of like extra side work and, second job or whatever, that would be incredible. We just need to get enough of them that each time they're successful. So if we get enough of them done and we can show to like, I don't know, maybe like Gitcoin or like, Nouns or like there's so many blockchains that do offer like pretty big grants. If we can say, hey, look, uh what's the Cello? Like if we're like, hey, Cello, look, we have 5 years of doing this, but 1 year of doing them like at least one a month for Gitcoin, Artisan, Giveth, Octant, ENS, and be like, we want Cello to give us, $50,000 so we can do the next like 6 to 8 months without scrambling for other work. That's where we need to get to have somebody, and then Cello is our sponsor or whatever, and we talk about them at every single one. We onboard people onto their blockchain, blah blah blah. It could be any blockchain. I'm just using that as an example. I heard about their like, I don't know, creator fund or something recently, but yeah. So hopefully we can make impact concerts, keeping to make the impact that they've made, but also give us a little impact so we can survive. More music.
Oh my god, I'm just hyped and thinking that I'm actually going. I'm releasing everything to the universe. I'm going to hang out with you guys. We will do stuff. I don't know what we will do. I'm going to keep it that way because I have no
Yeah.
clue. Like, how
We'll
do I
do
visualize something
hiking,
that I have no clue?
eating, hanging out, music,
Oh
going
my
to like
god, guys.
going to meetups
And
in like San
yeah,
Francisco, meeting like nouns and regens, and like, we'll do the stuff. We'll make it happen.
yeah. Oh my god, that's beautiful. And yeah, if I can, like, elbow. Oh my god, thank you so much. I think that we spoke about this years ago. Elbow told me about that place, but now it's happening, and it's like beyond my mind. It's like, oh my god, I'm just super glad that to be having this experience at 25, and going to, if Musashi can come, that's beautiful. I would love to meet Musashi too. Yeah. My heart is broken because I thought that Dragonade was in the States too. And the other day I DM him like, "Yo, I'm going to visit you," and he was like, "Oh my God, you are coming to Canada?" And I was like, "Ah, I didn't knew you were at Canada. I in my
Maybe
head
we
everybody
can
was
get him to
living
come
nearby
down.
somehow."
Oh, what if we plan it out pretty good for like for when we go down to SoCal, maybe we can, because that's a pretty central, it's very easy to fly into Southern California. Every airport in the world has flights to LAX, right? What if we get like Dragonate and a few of the homies to come, and we get like an Airbnb, we all like pitch in, and somewhere close to the campus jacks where we can go get great food and listen to great music, and maybe perform or stream Easy's Corner from the stage, or whatever that turns out to be. But that could be a central point where maybe we can have more than just the crew that's here come and hang out for like Dragonate comes to California for a week or something. I don't know. We get like, get Rizzle to come out, or whoever like is down to come and do a little non-conference conference while Jose's here.
Oh, I would love. Yeah, maybe it's not Fest because maybe they already have a date, but we should do something meetup related.
Yeah, yeah.
That can be a non-conference for sure. Just a big token smart Isis corner. Maybe
Totally.
it's in a corner. uh, I don't know, but oh my god. Uh, oh my god. Yes. So I'm going to try to get the dates fully. Like I'm going to try to buy the ticket as soon as possible, and check it out. Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't
And
no words.
I should be coming to California around something like June 20, but the 24th, I go like the 24th NFT NYC starts. I am booked to speak on a, music on the blockchain there. So that's like
Maybe
24, 25, 26. Then I get back maybe like 27, 28, 29. I get back like the 30th or the 1st of July if I spend a few days after, which I always try and do because flying all the way to New York for 3 days makes no sense. Going for a week, yeah, maybe. So I get back like maybe July 1st or something. It would be great if you could be here for the 4th of July. That's a really like cultural moment for
oh
the people
yes.
from the United States and for
Yeah, I
California.
think that Vanessa's brother wedding is on final of June, finales de junio, mi amor.
Late June.
Yeah, end of June. Vanessa's brother
Perfect.
marrying, so I'm going to be there end of June. But as I'm understanding, looks like maybe I'm going directly to California and she's going to Oregon. So maybe I will look for another flight.
Well,
Should I
we can.
brought my guitar? Should I bring my guitar? Because I think that will make a recharge on the
Yes.
price.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going
well, if
because
you
I don't
can
know how
bring the
much.
guitar, bring it because that will be super valuable. Yeah, I would say bring the guitar, bring it. And probably we'll be able to work out like picking you up from the airport and getting you out and then you'll get settled and everything. We'll figure something out.
Yes,
So
yes,
that
I
you
have
don't
no
have to worry,
problem with
like
that.
you get done with all your flights and like you don't have to worry about like where do I go, what happens next.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm really happy that I know English.
I
That is
Yeah,
the
that
moment
too.
of truth.
I live
Yeah,
10 minutes from San Francisco Airport.
Boom.
So
San
Oh,
I can
you
pick you
can
Francisco.
up.
bring me the little tin tomorrow.
I can.
Come
I'll be there at. Uh, oh, it's kind of late, but I'll be there at like 9 p.m. or something. At least there's no traffic. I don't know. I'll be there for a few hours, just chilling. All
Right.
right, more music.
Yeah.
Dragon
Check it
OG,
out.
Maiden CA.
OG.
You or me, Jose?
Please, you. I'm still on internal stuff.
Jose's
Oh.
absorbing universal truths right now. Still.
Yeah,
So
like I'm kinda visualizing so much right now. Like what? Yeah,
awesome.
it's not FOMO because it's positive, but it feels yeah interesting.
Man, how is everyone doing out there, man? This is amazing time in our lives. I mean, one thing I wanted to share was this last week has been a, pretty intense. I'm trying to get things moving along on this Right Studio project, and what's really, really wild is the advisor that we have. He's setting us up with meetings with a couple of different not only studios but sync licensing companies and the whole concept of what's happening there. And I kind of found myself in this situation where it's like, wow, I might actually have a much higher leadership role in this situation. Yes, he's got some nouns, very sharky like, and a skateboard. All right, man, okay, you win. You win again. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, well, I'll just make it quick. If anybody has heard of the book called Let Them, you are on the right track. If you haven't, check it out. It's extremely empowering to be able to just say, let them. And people not get in other people's business about stuff you have no control over. Spare yourself. It's like, yeah. And so I highly encourage you, and I think I'm going to be living in a much better place for it. So check it out. somebody name that song for me because it's been just sitting in my brain.
I thought it was Let Them. I thought
Minimas,
that's what
I
you're talking
can't
about.
believe it. I was singing that while I was
Let Them.
listening to
Can't
the song.
believe it, right?
Oh my god! And now it was sunny at Isis. It's 9:30 here. What time do you have? Where
Yeah.
Six
what
thirty.
time
almost.
in what time the sun goes out in California? What time is night?
Sun go down. So when you come, it's gonna be like 8:30 to 9 p.m. sunset in like the beginning of July, which is
Yeah.
incredible. The days are so long, bro. We're gonna get to do so much cool stuff.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so cool. I remember when I went to Spain when I was like 12 and the days were like that long, even till 10, it was still sunny. Here, you have absence of sun at
Yeah.
5. But
Let's
at
see.
what
Yeah.
time the day starts?
Well, the clock changes a little, but it's like 6:30, 7 a.m. and then it goes all the way till like 8:30. Then like longest day of the year is probably like after like 9:30, like 8:30 to 9:30, maybe no 7:30 to 9:30, 7 to 9:30, something like that.
Tonight's gonna be 7:57 p.m. is sunset. It sunrises at
And it'll
6:15.
get longer.
So it'll be 8:30 by the time you get here, or longer. Yeah, it's like 8:45. I think is the latest
Hey.
we go.
I think that Musashi is down to chat about Outlabs. I'm going to invite him over.
Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
Felon, you mentioning the book made me think of a book that I read long ago called Earth Abides, and it's about like this virus that hits and almost
Oh
everybody
my
in
god.
the world
I'm sorry.
dies. But they just made a mini series about it that I watched over to friends. It's a
Not the
great book.
same.
No. It's just you talking about a book made me think of the book that I just saw the mini series of. Welcome, Musashi.
Musashi, what's happening, my friend?
What up?
What
How y'all
up?
doing?
Great to have
We're
you on the
being our
corner.
usual
Chin
selves
Chin
in Easy's corner, huh?
Yeah. Good to see everybody.
Yeah. All right,
So
bring
give
it
us the
on.
deets.
Yeah,
What's going down? What you cooking up?
Jose, you asked.
Oh, all sorts of stuff.
All right, the short list.
So I think
Yeah.
Jose wanted me to mention some stuff about Out Labs.
I believe so. Spill them beans.
Yeah. Well, um, for some of us that were in metagame back in the day, we had Out Labs at our community calls twice. I brought Alex in, who's the founder, also known as Jabble on Discord. Great guy with a great vision. And Out Labs is basically a like DAO tooling suite of tools. So it's for collaborations and stuff like that. But he's kind of built the first it's contribution based, but it also is a reputation framework. And so it's really like the first what he's coined RepFi, reputation finance. So it adds a layer of speculation and market trading and additional yields, all from kind of speculating on each other's success and our reputation. Kind of how it works is you launch a hub. It starts with a hub. Every community is a hub or business or entity or person. Any hub can represent anything, just like a DAO. So your hub is basically like your DAO. And then you make your roles. There has to be at least 3 roles. They can be anything you want. And then you kind of create quests for those roles. So you kind of onboard users into those roles, proving that they can contribute and provide value in that holding that hat or wearing that hat. So once you're part of a hub, you can be contributing, earning out tokens, and the contributions are, according to whoever creates the hub or community that develops it. That can mean a wealth of different things. Obviously, that's not much different than any other DAO or organization. Part of it that is a bit different, though, is so when, let's say, an epoch on Out Labs is 28 days, and during those 28 days, your out tokens that you earned, they'd be locked for 28 days, and you're given a C out, another token, 1 of 1 for the number of out that you have earned that's going to be released in 28 days. During those 28 days, you can spend your C out within the ecosystem, so within other hubs or within your own hub, on different things. Some of those things are, you can speculate on someone else's reputation. So if they're doing well, like I can stake tokens on Jose, and he's being successful, my staked tokens help him be successful, but I also earn a part of his success because I believed in him. But what happens is, at the end of the 28 days, you get a multiplier on the out that you already earned. So let's say I earned 100 out, and it's based on how much you utilized your C out in the ecosystem. And like the highest tier is, let's say I spent 60% of my C out in the ecosystem, I would get 100% of those tokens, 1 of 1, to C out. So I would have doubled my pay. I will get 200 out tokens in 28 days at the release point, at the end of the epoch. So there's different ways that you can speculate on others, reputation, their skills, their abilities, and you're also kind of multiplying your own pay in the process, and also, speculating. If they do well, you do well, so you're also multiplying it in that way as well. But yeah, it's also set up in ways that any hub will be able to be a part of another hub, so you can have sub hubs. I know it's a little bit complex, but the UI is fairly simple. And right now we're trying to get people to launch hubs right now, to do it on the Polygon Amoy testnet, so that we can test it out further. We're about to go live. We've already had our token generation event, and we really want to, put that towards the users. Questions?
I mean, that sounds really cool. I love the idea of the more active you are in using your tokens around these hubs, you get like you said, if you're very active, you could double the amount of tokens you make in that epoch. That sounds really cool. So you said you've had the TGE event, the token generating event. So the like kind of first initial payout is coming to people who have been active over this previous test cycle.
Right. So for one, don't worry, you didn't miss out on the token yet, because we haven't deployed any liquidity yet. It's not released. We just minted them. And we did some initial sales, but we haven't fully released it yet. We did do one airdrop campaign it was a Zeely Quest campaign. And we had a lot of active hub launchers, some that are out of TokenSmart too. And it was a lot of fun. We got to test things out, but we've built a lot more, and we're in the process of doing a whole new campaign. We don't have the exact details of how many tokens are going to how much you do, but if you launch a hub or just join a hub and do some interactions, just play around with the tools, you'll earn some tokens.
Nice.
So it's really I know I talked about a lot of financial parts of it, but it's a lot more, it's a lot less about the token and the finances. It's a lot more about opting out of a system that doesn't serve you. And that's really what these tools are all about. So part of what attracted me to Out in the beginning was first Alex. He has a great ethos. We align on a lot of different subjects, and he's really stubborn, like I am, in some very good ways. And he was built. I had an issue with DAO tooling at the time. I was helping launch so many DAOs,
Yeah, I know.
and yeah, you were part of a lot of those.
Yeah.
And it's a really centralized process. There's like on DAO House, there's the DAO shaman, like I'm the one who launches this or that, or all these things. And when you start a DAO, you start off as like the one, like I own everything, I'm the leader, I'm the first, all these different things. There's all these firsts that you just can't help but be
Yeah. And it's hard to decentralize
from the beginning.
sometimes because how can you start fully decentralized unless there's some incredible tools where you're like, okay, we've got like, this hub of people to help with that. It sounds like a great, like, kind of community of communities to then collaborate with the people that have crossover interest and even like maybe not to be able to expand into areas where there's some type of crossover, whether that's maybe just even technological.
Right. And so that was part of what I was recognizing in the early development stages of this platform. Um, Alex was putting together the tooling in a way that made sense. I could tell that he was experienced in DAOs and had stepped away to build the right tools for it. Because like things like when you launch a hub, um, I can launch it and there will be nothing on that hub that says I'm the owner or I'm the founder or I'm the first one in. In fact, I could launch a hub with roles and quests to take on those roles that I can't even fill. I don't have the talent to do it or the skills or the experience. And so I wouldn't even be able to hold a hat in that hub. Or I can launch it and say, well, I immediately will become a contributor to this hub, but I'm not going to be like the visionary or the lead anything.
Driving force, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can start a hub and start at the beginning level, at the first entry level, not feel like I am always on top, trying so hard to take off 800 hats. And if anyone has launched a project here in Web3, you understand it's hard to give up hats. Not hard for me to give it up. It's hard for people to take them.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
So this allows a way that I can jump in where I want to be, where I am supposed to be. Like as a part of Third Planet Studios, I was doing all this administrative work and contract work and NFT work, when in actuality all I was supposed to do was make music. And I
Right.
wasn't doing any of it.
Right. You get caught up in all this other stuff to build, and you're like, wait, like, where's my artistic? Like, I mean, I totally feel you because I came into this whole blockchain Web3 thing thinking, oh wow, I'm gonna like share all my photography. And then I got excited about spreading the word, evangelizing, onboarding, teaching others how the way I was brought in so nicely. And I was like, a couple years of this, and I'll go back and I'll just start minting art and like scanning in my old photos. It's been like 7 years, and I'm still just like, building community and onboarding, and I love it. I have a great time because I get to work with amazing musicians and cool projects, and we're like, trying to do better things in the world than the old way. Um, but it is like I still haven't gotten to just do my art yet. So I
Yep.
totally feel you.
Still dying inside a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit every day. And I do
We,
like I share my
I'm
photos from my little daily walks and like make little AI arts, and that's like just enough of like a steam release to where I'm like, okay, I'm still like
Mm.
being
yeah.
creative. But one day I'm gonna buy a dope scanner and just go through all my shoe boxes of negatives and 35 millimeters, scan them all into a massive drive, and then play with them
Mm.
and mint them, and like that'll be dope.
Yeah.
That's great. In the meantime, we are should try to look for a millionaire friend that wants to do a virtuous circle of value like the all day whale community. But uh, yeah, I remember that in the paper, the whale paper, he said like this was a way for him to do a spiritual transmutation of his abundance made of capitalistic approaches. So maybe we find another millionaires with that same perspective that wants to put a couple millions into a social token. We just need to know
Impact.
where it is. Maybe through a concert we connect with this guy that can put a token for all of us. I mean, is if this is the era for one of those craziness to happen
Right?
twice.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I don't know.
that would be amazing. Yeah,
Let's do a festival on California maybe and see what can happen.
totally, totally. I reconnected with some friends from school that I hadn't seen for like some of them like 20 plus years. Yesterday I went to a memorial actually for Jesse Colin Young, who was the singer of the Youngbloods, the band my dad played in back in the 60s. Now my dad's the last one from the band that's alive. Um, but I was able to connect with some old friends and also his wife who I told her a little bit about what we were doing with Impact Concerts, and she was pretty interested. And it's from a family that has some funds, and I was like, well, if you want, I'll invite you to one of these Impact Concerts, and you can just when it's not in like she doesn't have a Discord or anything, but when it's like somewhere where either it's easy to just watch on a stream like YouTube or X or maybe like an artisan platform or something, and she was into it. So I'm hoping to invite her to one, make sure it's going to be a really good one, and then see. She's done charitable stuff in the past, so who knows? You
That
never know.
sounds that sounds like a cool opportunity to knock on, try to see how the local can merge with the digital. And in
Yeah,
this case, the digital that we are showing to them is not an NFT project or something like that, but more like, something we are doing together that they can be part of in one of the most organic ways I have been to interact with the Web3. So yeah, if it's not this, what can be? I think that we are positioned in a cool one concept like the Impact Concerts, and it's just about knocking the door, and maybe it's a grant, but maybe it's a friend, or maybe it's a whole community. We are approaching to all those doors and seeing which opens.
hey, what is the like is there a link or something to hop over and explore more, learn more about it, or start one
Yeah,
of these
because
little
we should
hubbies?
do we should do the one for maybe Impact Concerts, or I don't know if for Token Smart,
Yeah.
or for Hold the Vibe, Done That, or I don't know. I don't know for what, but yeah, figure out, test it out, and see the potential.
It would be awesome to do one for Impact Concerts, and then we have like a few kind of Impact Concert spaces, and we can see where people are connecting and wanting to get involved. So yeah, I think a little hub for Impact Concerts could be awesome, and to be able to branch out to to other hubs and see who has what kind of ideas and tools and connections, and bring in more musicians and more public goods and social impact. Oh, my computer battery is getting really low because I ran from the garden today into the show. I think I have a cable. I think I have a plug. It's like about to die.
And Easy's rather sprightly these days.
Here we go. Oh yeah. I'm moving and grooving. Let's see. So yeah, dude. Oh, I see. I like the road trip vibes in the chat. We need to just convince Drago to come down.
Now, Aperion, I thought he's in Georgia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
So that'll be a road trip if we can get him out.
Yeah, I'm down in Florida now.
No, you guys could carpool.
I don't wanna get you timed out or anything for dropping a link, but I could type in.
Musashi got kicked out for sharing the link.
No, I didn't see a link here, and I wanted to get one in the chat so people can jump over or just
Yeah.
like tell me the website.
I just dropped you some links.
Okay, cool. Let me get out of the live chat and boom, like a bomb. Okay, there's gonna be links incoming here. 1 moment away.
Oh
down.
my god.
Talking a smarty, and here's a con. Boom. We got all the out. Nice. Oh, I'll also put those in event links so they won't be lost in the scroll. And easy to get to after the show. Perfecto. Thank you, good sir. Nice. Maybe a tune?
Yes, that would be wonderful. I think that I own a tune right in my case.
You probably owe a tune, bro.
Mm,
Ante up.
Get the get.
Absolutely.
Oi.
Power cables.
Bring it on.
Tengo un código básico para tus hábitos tóxicos, para cambiarte el sonido, para moldearte el oído. Tengo un bálsamo ácido, dulce como la realidad, para limpiarte por dentro, para ir sacando lo feo. Como hay que saber, a veces sientes todo un batallón, a veces la hormiga ruge al león, a veces Marte saca su color. Como hay que saber, no todo siempre se hace menester, y lo sagrado siempre ha de estar, así nosotros no podamos ver. Sueño que tengo la última palabra en esta historia. El infinito de aquel día quedó en mi memoria. Tengo un código básico para tus hábitos tóxicos, para cambiarte el sonido, para moldearte el oído. Tengo un bálsamo ácido, dulce dulce como la realidad, pa' limpiarte por dentro, pa' ir sacando lo feo. Sueño que tengo la última palabra en esta historia. El infinito de aquel día quedó en mi memoria. Como hay que saber, a veces sientes todo un batallón, a veces te hormiga rugia al león, a veces Marte saca su color. Como hay que saber, no todo siempre ya se menester, y lo sagrado siempre ha de estar, así nosotros lo podamos ver. Pa para pa para pa para pa para 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 pa para pa para pa para pa para pa. Y ahora que podemos despertar de un sueño que nunca tuvo un final, podemos ver que un nuevo amanecer está por verse, un nuevo amanecer. A veces Marte saca su color.
Epic.
Outlabs official links. Thank you, Musashi. We did it. We shield the Outlabs. I have to check that with Dizzy.
I'm
Run
in.
the
I got it
workshop.
in Discord.
Great. Yeah, I'm seeing the links.
He's already verified.
Yep.
Sweet.
I jumped right in. Luckily I just jumped out of a few old Discords that were, just not active for like a year or two.
Salute.
And so finally I was like, you know what, guys? If you bailed, I'm bailing.
If you bailing, I'm bailing. Yes, I'm leaving almost every Discord.
Oh yeah, I gotta clean
all
mine up.
every day.
I'm
Yeah,
cleaning it.
even sometimes I click on new Discords, and when I join without deleting something, I feel nice. I have a good feeling of that. Like
Yeah.
if I did my homework, like if I did a space in my room.
Yeah, totally. I know. It's a wild world, the Discord world.
Yeah,
Well, I
there's a
don't know about
couple of
you
ones
guys,
that
but-
through the time I have been able to collect a couple of ones. For example, I have a Discord server that my dad created, and
way.
I have it because it was fun to me because my dad created it. He doesn't know shit about Discord. He joined once to Tokensmart. I think that he created the channel by mistake, but yeah, he has a channel, so I have it there, and I also have the meme force. I have an
I saw
old
that.
channel that I had. The name is Quantum Language, and I did it back in the day when I was yeah, same as now, obsessed with music and um, yeah, frequencies. So yeah, oh my god, it sounded like as if crashed. These people
Like
are
it's coming
gay.
in. I keep seeing this spot, this little empty spot, and it makes me so sad. That's where my Lucio Poletti Better Money Bitcoin pin was.
Aye.
I need to get it replaced.
Decipher,
Might
Precious
just have
Plastic.
to be a little nouns.
Here I have the Crypto Whale Club.
I remember that one.
Crypto Whale Club, yeah, from 2023. That last message that they shared here. Let me check it out. If they have more recent messages. No, I think I'm going to leave. But I remember one of the whales from Crypto Whale Club gave me like $200 years back to
Nice.
support my music. I just leave the
awesome.
server. Yes, that was beautiful. Basically, I won NFTs from them, and then one of them supported my art in that way. I just deleted that server, Crypto Whale Club.
Actually,
Uh,
I was just looking, and I'm in Crypto Whale Club still. The last, yeah, messages look pretty old. There's like guest artist. The last message and guest artist is from 11/30/21.
oh yes, I'm not talking about the whale community, Musashi.
No,
This was
Crypto
another
Crypto
project.
Whale Club. Crypto Whale Club. I'm in that
Yeah,
Discord too. I mean, it's way down my list, but I remembered it was the whale with the top hat. I remembered when you mentioned it, and I was like, oh, I think I'm still in that. So I'll probably leave too
it
if
was
there's
an
nothing
old
new.
project. They
Yeah.
had certain tiny hype. They did nothing special. Uh,
Yeah.
they had
It
an
was
app where
it was
you
supposed
collect
to
a
be a
token.
place to get like alpha, like the whales would come and share information about drops and projects. I recall that's what it was supposed to be, kind of.
Yeah, no clue, can't remember, but yeah, at least the founders they have, they were like nerds. They wanted to do something, they didn't know what, and I remember one of them, yeah, supported me with Ethereum. Ethereum was really big that in that moment, like really good price, and I think that he gave me some ETH, and was like, yeah, I don't have a job for you at the moment, but I want to support what you are doing because it's interesting. It was one of the first tries of digital street music for me. I chilled with him almost everything that I was doing so far, and he, yeah, like bought my soul NFT. I would love to give him
That's
something
cool.
in exchange.
So what I
Hey,
do, just in case communities come back, because sometimes they do, I go to the top. I say make a link that will never expire, and I have a giant list of Discord servers that I've left. So I have like hundreds
Wow,
of probably
that's a
links.
brilliant idea.
That
Yeah.
oh
if I
my
hear
god,
of
you
a
are so
project
smart,
and they come back, I'm like, oh, I have the link to that Discord. They're reviving it, and I can go back in. Um,
dude.
but I'm
That is
leaving the server.
that is that is genius movement. What the fuck? I
I've
just
been doing that for
erased
like a
my
couple
stuff.
years. But sometimes I
Dude, how
forget
many
to make.
discords do you
How many am I
have in
in?
that?
Oh, in that
Yes, in
list?
the list. I think that you have 100. That is my wild guess. You have 100.
Probably, because I'm scrolling, like fast scrolling, and got down to 6 p.m. software, famous rapper ciphers, Metaverse, Polygon, Galaxy Fight Club, Chicken Derby, Ellie's, Fauna Eric, Stowe, Canine Country Club, Party Bones, Cute Pig Club, Omnimorphs, Art Online, Bear Raccoon Mafia, Junkyard Dogs, Mini Mints, Guild, Connie Cartel, Imposters, Hammer Dragons, Mechaverse. Oh, that was a funny one. Also Humanoids, Crypto Squatches. I mean, it just goes on forever. Yeah.
Now, hold up. Mechaverse, wasn't that the one that had the mecha ape?
I figured it was
Uh,
100 servers, dude. You
and there's
should have
probably
more
at least
servers in that
100
list
in
than
there.
in your
Oh,
Discord,
it
active
sounds like
Discord.
300 or 400.
Mechaverse was like a robot, and they were gonna do a whole metaverse, and they never did.
Okay, yeah.
I believe. It's hard to remember them
Yeah.
all straightly.
Yeah, I remember we had a DJing moment with Easy a couple months back about social tokens, DJing and pumping the Easy token. We are in another chapter right now, but I would like to DJ again around it, but
Dusty,
in a platform with
Dusty,
more ethical
yeah,
balance than bots being able to ape into our token and millionaires dumping us by
yeah.
envy or what the fuck. But
Yeah, yeah.
we should find something like that. Do you have any project like that? I remember you told me something like that. Like there was a project that tried to protect the people.
There was the Flaunch platform that tried to do fair launch of meme tokens, where there's a window where they're the same price after you launch it instead of it just going all over the place. But I mean, that's kind of not, that's like partway there. What was, I wonder what, the form where Easy Token is. I haven't checked on it for a long time. Or any of that stuff. I haven't checked on Easy Token over there for a while.
Have to check it
But
out.
maybe I will. Maybe I will a little later. Oh crap! I don't need to. I broke
Easy
my
money.
streak in layer
Fargate?
layer 3. No. I missed it by like a couple hours. Yeah, layer 3, and I didn't have enough diamonds or whatever to like retake my streak. So my streak was 58 days, and it's broken. It said I had
I'm here.
72 hours to repair it, but I didn't have enough diamonds to repair it. So screw them. But I'm
I'm
not
going
gonna
to
lose
close
my
the
Ronin wallet streak.
close the camera for a minute. I'm going to do some tobacco powder.
Yo, banhammer this dude.
Totally.
Sorry,
Well,
what Musashi
I'm-
said?
I'm fading fast here, my friend. So
Yeah. it's dinner time.
You gotta ban this guy in the chat.
what's
Strong.
going on there?
We have to ban
He's
Oh,
trying
we
to
have to ban
scam some
who?
people.
Oh,
Strom.
Stroum?
who?
Straumy.
Go?
Relay
take
your
a look,
query
let's take a
to the
look.
crew.
In the live chat?
Yeah, Straumy. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting kicked. Do I have the powers? Where is it?
Oh, thank you,
Uh,
Strom. Thank you for the support channel.
Is he actually listening in? Where is he? No, he's not on.
Yeah, probably.
Not
He
in
ain't
the-
listening because he still dropped something after I called him out.
Yep. Oh,
Well, now he's kicked.
hammer.
Peace.
Peace. I don't have the ban privileges anymore, but I can kick and I can time out. So kicked. Support channel my eye. Don't be dropping links and stuff in here. You're not family.
Run.
But yeah, it is getting to that time where it is dinner time. I've been running around all day like a madman. And so I think we had quite an epic Easy's Corner. I mean, we had the famous Musashi come in, share us, give us the
Really good
alphas
one.
on the ot.
Yes.
We had Shivanshur. We had Elbow get up. I mean, that is a
Oh
special
my
day.
god, beautiful news, Elbow. Thank you so much.
Me and
Yeah,
Elbow
beautiful
used to
token
do-
smart. Mondays, always here to surprise me, and it's great to come with you guys to be able to visit your country to share. I'm definitely dreaming with that from now, so I'm going to visualize and keep you posted on it.
Totally.
And yeah, we'd love to see you all there.
Can't wait. Only a few months away, a couple months. Like it's coming together. It's all coming together after 5 years. So I guess unless somebody wants to play one last song to play us out, we can close her down.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Fellas
like
is hungry.
I'm hungry. So later.
Later, Hojin.
I'll come back on camera for one more second saying,
Take care, balloons.
good to see you, my friend.
Good
Oh,
to see you.
yeah.
But I know you need to eat.
This guy. Yeah.
I can
Anyways,
hear it
on
on the
that
ground
note, guys,
here.
have a great week. Safe travels tomorrow. I mean, so you let me know.
Oh, yeah,
perhaps you could-
I'll hit you
No,
up
you're gonna get-
tomorrow.
when
See
you
if
get
it-
dropped off, I can swing through
Ooh, that's a good
at the
idea.
departure gate.
Yes, yes. I will let you know when I know my exact schedule, when my airporter gets there. They're pretty on time usually. So, or yeah. Cool.
Sweet.
Cool.
All right, we'll figure it
Right,
out.
nice. Awesome.
man.
Have a good meal.
Later days. Good
And
night.
everybody, stay safe out in those metaverse streets. Don't be clicking on random links. And we'll see you Friday at the Far House. If not, here next Monday on the corner. Peace, love, and whipsy.
Don't get any random support.
No random support.
Good night.